Alright, what we were doing is trying to remove this coupler. Not going very well on my part. Bingo. All right. That was a struggle. But now she's off. So I think that's a cam sensor or something like that. But so now this whole wiring harness right here has been disconnected. I believe. Yep, all of that's been disconnected. All of that's disconnected. Now I just gotta disconnect those wires, I believe, because the stator wires are right there. So the next thing is coolant temperature sensor and sub-wire harness number 5. So I think I have already done that. Oh! So that is that wire right there. So yes, I have already done that. So that's what that sensor is. That is the coolant sensor. Alright, now with that, coolant temperature sensor coupler. And then number 6 is the neutral switch, which is this guy right there is the neutral switch. Good to know. Alright, and then next is whoa. Oh. Alright, next is the starter coil coupler number 7. Alright, so starter coil stuff. So this is easy. I just replaced this the other day. Alright, so alright. Man, they're ham. Alright. There is that. There's that guy, and there it is. Oh, right. Back to this. So now that that's disconnected, all right, that's all disconnected. That's all right. Crankshaft sensor coupler number 8. All right. Oh, that's what that is. That's all right. So that little one was a crankshaft position, which is interesting. Now number 9 is your oil pressure switch, and number 10 is the gear position. All right. So let's see all these. So this one right here is your oil pressure. I need a Phillips head. This guy right here should do it. No, that's a little too small. This one right here. Alright, this right here is oil pressure. I'm not going to take the actual sensor off, just disconnecting it. Alright, there's that. This one right here is your gear position. Your gear position sensor. And that just goes up like that. Man, look at that. Just like that, there's much more I gotta do. No, that's not. Alright. So now I must prepare for dropping it. making sure I do properly. Okay, that's gonna be interesting how I get that out of there. All right, so how does this thing want me to do it? So engine mounting bolt, right front side, number 1. All right, so that is the very first bolt it wants me to take out anyways. So I gotta figure out how to get this off. Fun stuff. Alright, well, luckily, it seems like that is kind of fixable. Possibly rethreadable too, so that is my right engine bolt. Number 2, collar. Alright, number 4, left side. Front bolt on my left side. Alright. To get this one off, I need to take off that cap. I'm not sure if this is how. Yeah, okay, that is how. Alright, so that's a bolt right there. So from the other side, I think. Definitely. I hope this wasn't replaced by standard. But I guess we're about to find out. Let's try. Okay. There's 2 ways I can do it. Breaker bar is next, because not everyone has an air compressor with a nice little gun. There she goes. Oh yeah. Alright, there is the left, and that has been replaced with a standard bolt. Okay, but that is the left side. Alright, so real quick, I'm removing this, and I'm going to remove this right here. Both of them look to be just a number 5 millimeter. Remove this real quick. Not too sure what that's called. I can go, and then I'll put that right in there. Okay. Next up is this guy right here, and this is the heat shield exhaust. Actually, no, it's not. This is, put it as. Just drop that in there. All right. So to get those off, it is going to be. Did my light die? All right. To get those off, it is going to be, looks like a 10 millimeter bolt there, and should be this 5 right here. All right, there's that. All right, this is all part of the water pump, so that will come off as one hole. I'm going to take off this too. This is the oil cooler top mount. This is that is the left side, or the right side, I mean. That's the right side bracket, and this is the left side bracket. Just a little little odds and ends here and there. Alright, let me not get these confused. Alright, and then this is all going for the thermostat, which those possibly 10 millimeter. Alright. Sorry if y'all can't see this, it's just my light's dying. Right there. I haven't, because I moved it to behind. Because of it needing the exhaust removed. Alright, now that comes down to here, and we're going to flip back to this. Alright, I'm going to grab a towel real quick, because I have a feeling this is going to drop coolant. That's one bad bolt. Alright. Take out the first one first. Yep, that's just what I thought. It's gonna have some coolant in there. Alright. Take it over here and dump. There's that close. You know what? And here comes the second hose. Oh, there's one more. On this, there's one more. No wonder it wouldn't come off. Right. One more bolt right there. Kind of medium length. So there. Alright, now she should come off. And there's the rest of that coolant. Alright, that being said, water pump pipe, water pump assembly. Yeah, water pump pipes. There it is, that water pump pipe bolts. There. Okay, next up is the rear upper side engine mounts. Rear upper side. It's number 5. Okay, number 5. So, it's this one right there. I can! How about that? Right. So that side should come out. This is the top upper, let me just use this. This is the top rear mounting bracket, or mounting bolt. Yep, just use that. Push it right on in through there. And I am so sorry. And bada bing, bada boom. There's that bolt. I've got to bring it down slowly. So, but everything is disconnected. Well, okay, yeah, everything is disconnected. Alrighty, alright, so I'm gonna end this off here because I'm going to phone a friend tomorrow. Technically tonight. I'm gonna text him tonight, but I'll see if he has any free time this week to help me drop this motor. So, in the meantime, yeah, this is what it looks like. With that being said, thank you guys for watching whatever video this is, and I will get back to this on the next time. Part whatever. Alright, you guys, I am extremely sorry to say that I did not get a video of pulling out the motor. When Manny came over and helped me out, I honestly completely spaced out and did not do it. So that is my fault, you guys. I am sorry. Now, to basically sum up how we did it, I'm going to set you right here. Alright. So, to sum up how we did this is I was holding the engine like this. He was holding it the same on the other side. We pushed out the engine bolt, this long bolt on the bottom. However, I realized that I needed to take off the kickstand position sensor. Basically just tells the engine whether or not, or tells the bike whether or not the kickstand's down. And if it is, it keeps you from, I think it keeps you from putting it in gear. It kills it if the kickstand's down. So what I did is we did that. I got that disconnected, which it's 2 small little bolts. I can show you in a minute. But as we did that, the engine was pretty light. The top has a, I could show you in the engine, or in the office room. It's going to be an engine room. But so we held it like this. We came out this way because the electronics are that way. So we came out this way. I held it and it kind of, get you over here. I held it kind of cradling it and holding it from the top. And Manny kind of just guided it from the bottom and held it from the bottom. And then we walked it in there. So with that being said, if we come on in here, right, into the office. There she is. Now, so I was holding it. All right, let's get this thing around. All right, so I was holding it from here, like a handle, and then also the other place I was holding it from is just right here. And then we walked it in, set it right here. Think you'll cut it? Think you'll cut it? Just a little bit. She's gonna struggle. Let's do it.